Hey there, welcome to my September energetic update for you. What's going on here on the planet and how it's affecting you. This is for all astrological signs because we're all in this together. So yes, you may feel the energetic shift slightly different from your friend who's a different astrological sign, but nonetheless, we're being infused with these energies that will impact us and affect us in different areas of our lives at different times perhaps. So when I was sitting here looking at the energies of what's coming in on our planet and how it's affecting us, it's one thing to be in the timing of this. Being in the flow, it's not always the right time to deliver certain messages. And I come into an alignment with this energies on the planet is way bigger than just ourselves. So go ahead and just settle in here for this message that I have to deliver to you. And I want you to know that as I'm looking at this energy, I'm seeing a big opening. It's like a big opening in, let's say, the Earth's atmospheric aura. And what is happening is this infusion of energy. I see it like pouring into the planet, almost like the Niagara Falls. So a tremendous outpouring or inpouring, as you might look at it. Inpouring, infusion, a force field that's strong and powerful and really almost like the first wonder of the universe, perhaps. And I say that because as I look at this energy, it's coming in to what I see as like a prism. And when light affects a prism, it scatters and it's directed in different ways. And the way I'm interpreting that and seeing that energy as it flows in is it could be some bursts of excitement and infusion of enthusiasm and inspiration and wonderful things suddenly coming out of nowhere. And on the other flip side of that, real shocks and sudden blows and distortions of things perhaps that are taking us completely by surprise. So a lot of surprises on what, if you want to call it, positive and negative sides of things. But nonetheless, these infusions are coming in and stirring the pot, stirring the energetic force field individually for all of us and collectively for all of us on the planet. So it's almost as if it's accelerating the pace of which we have to do things. So if you've got a long list of things to do, you might notice that you've got a rapid fire go through your list or feeling an urgency to push through some things that you really don't want to do. I know I've got a few things on my own list. I really don't want to do them, but I know this is the time. I've got to push through it. I've got to force myself to get it done and check that box. And the important thing in the mundaneness of what's going on in our lives is we've got to stay grounded. And I've really kind of harp upon my quantum energy tools. It's imperative right now that you apply those tools. And if you haven't already got them or downloaded them, go ahead and do that. It's a really inexpensive asset to your library or your support. And the way I see this is, boy, oh boy, if I priced them at the price of a Gucci purse, a lot more people would embrace them and use them for the power that they are and the prestige that they bring. You can bet that they're not priced like a Gucci purse. But they're there for you to use. And I really can't emphasize that enough, to stay grounded, to stay focused, to be clear, to be able to return energies to their source and reclaim yours, and to be able to heal yourself with light and color, and to be able to let go as in an energetic shower. It's all there for you in a really compact package. And then my advanced programs, Awaken You and the Love Up Your Life and my Intuitive Mastery, those are programs that teach you and help you develop those tools and apply in your life, in your everyday experiences of life. So enough said about that. Back to our energies. So as this infusion comes in, like what do we do with it? Do you run around, like a chicken without your head? Or do you just create more chaos in trying to access what you're here to do and what's the next step for you? Again, we need to stay grounded. If it's a shocking surprise that you don't really like, or if these are wonderful, abundant, and plentiful surprises filled with almost magic, then you've got to also stay grounded in that sense and stay clear. The importance of staying clear and staying present in all of this excitement that's bubbling up is critical. So as again, I look deeper at this energy infusion and what's coming in for us, there's a lot of ahas coming in, explosions, insights. I see changes in sudden changes in perceptions and understanding. Perhaps you've got a new view on the way you always looked at your religion, or a message your parents were always delivering to you. Perhaps there's a new way of seeing that and applying it in your life. So I see these bursts of light, like, wow, I didn't know that. Oh, now I get it. So be on the lookout for those, and look out for symbols and messages coming. It could come through a commercial on the television. You might see the repeated, not, I know they show the commercials over and over, but go ahead and look at messages. Perhaps you see a message, you're drawn to a website, and then you see it in a magazine, a headline, and then somebody mentions it, or a poem or a song. So these are messages coming into you, in for all of us to pay attention. Look for the signs, look and listen, and get quiet with those. Ponder, what is that trying to tell me? You can reach out for tarot readings or astrological reports, or, other channels. The true information is deep within you, and you already know it. Being able to access that information in quiet time for yourself. So I really encourage, if you're meditating, meditate longer. And if you're not meditating, this is the time. Okay, it's very important for you to be able to access all of that great stuff that's there for you. And if you need a clearing so that you can, or you need some more information, we all need validation from time to time. I am taking private appointments. So at the same time, you may notice bursts of emotional surges of energy that come out of nowhere, perhaps gets triggered by somebody's response to a tweet. Perhaps it's not the nicest thing to say. So just notice where you're being, I call it, lit up, and find a way to release that energy, because being lit up and being emotionally charged isn't necessarily helping us, although those emotions can push us in a direction that we need to go to take action. But at the same time, it could be old emotions that need to be released. It's time for that. It's time to let go of those burdens, to be able to maybe speak the truth to somebody that's been dissing you for some time, or perhaps you've been seeing their actions towards you as not really favorable for you. And maybe you've been the one reaching out to a friend all the time, and they're not reciprocating. And maybe it's time to draw the line in the sand and call it, and really bust the game and say, hey, you're either in or you're not, and I'm out if you're not. In relationships, we're being challenged, and to come and raise ourselves to a higher level of trust and communication and mutual respect and love and honor. So as I look at the energies, emotions bubbling up, and confusion over those emotions. What should I do with it? And of course, a lot of times you notice, or you've seen others just want to lash out and just throw up on somebody. Well, when you do that, or when you dump on somebody all your problems or your miseries, or whining about things not going your way, honestly, you are energetically throwing up on someone, and that never feels good. It just never feels good. So it's time to start taking responsibility for those emotions, where you're directing them. Is it healthy for you to throw up energetically or emotionally on others, and how is that changing the dynamics of other relationships? So it is a time for us to start taking responsibility for our energy. What are we putting out in the world? What ripples are you sending out? Are they happy, loving, generous, kind, and giving ripples? Or are they taking, and are they abusive, and are they destructive or distracting? So all of that is definitely, again, part of that light that's being diffused coming into the planet. That's how it's stirring us up. That's how it's affecting us. So looking deeper at this energy, this strong inflow of energy, I took a closer look and diving deeper into the so-called waters of the Niagara, the first wonder of the universe, that this energy that's pouring in to our Earth's energetic field. And what I see is like a kaleidoscope of color. And so I'd like you to join me for just a minute and go ahead and close your eyes and just connect and just imagine that you're completely surrounded and immersed into what I call a bubble, a kaleidoscope of color, of moving patterns and light. And when this energy started coming in, as I'm looking at it clairvoyantly and just feeling the energy, it brought me right back to that moment in my near-death experience that is so difficult for me to explain to you. And I want you to go ahead and just connect with me in that infusion of energy right now and just quiet yourself and just get grounded and just imagine that kaleidoscope of color infusing your body at a cellular level. And just notice how that feels and how the calmness and the stillness begins to permeate your cells as you're being activated in this infusion of love. And that word really doesn't accurately describe the feelings, but if you allow yourself to just take a deep breath and reconnect with that magical, powerful, magnetic energy that's vibrating and shifting, truly activating the cells within your body. And what's so impressive and magical about this energy is that it's not only activating the physical body that we're well aware of, but it's triggering and activating your emotional body, as well as your mental body and the spiritual body. And there's an emergence, a glue that bonds all those bodies together that we call love. So this love not only infuses your bodies, all four, but with each other and everything that exists on our planet and beyond. So breathe, taking in this energy, acknowledging this wisdom being activated at a deep and cellular part of who you are, in remembering who you are, reconnecting to who you are, and reactivating the truth of your being. Honestly, I am a little surprised today. I asked my guides to take me to where you need to go and what is the best and highest message for you today. And this is what they came up with. So it's touching me as deeply as I really wish for you to have in this moment. Honestly, I'm videoing this and I'm feeling a little vulnerable, but I also know that it is truth and we can't hide that. And it is time for us to be authentic and true to who we are and what we're here for. And so I really encourage you to take a look at the 4-part series that I created recently on the truth about spiritual awakening and ascension, because there too you'll get more answers and information about what's happening for you. Going deeper in this kaleidoscope, allowing yourself to receive this infusion of higher and higher and higher understanding beyond your perception, beyond your linear mind and your human limitations. Allowing this activation to melt away limiting beliefs and ideas and perceptions that we've all been born into and smeared through time, that we've accumulated through lifetimes of our experiences, and just allowing this energy to peel away any beliefs and ideas that you've held about yourself and your purpose and what you're here for, and being able to access your abundance and all the feminine inflow of energy of receiving at a higher level, and being able to inspire and heal yourself. The inflow of feminine energies are activating our intuition, our insights, empowering us to be in alignment and speak the truth. As you open and receive this dynamic love infusion, activating what you already are. You already are love, but this energy's triggering those latent parts that have fallen into this trance of amnesia, awakening the soul's truth and purging everything that's not you. This is a process that's unfolding. And this month is a powerful infusion for you to embrace your journey, wherever that may take you. There's no judgment on it. There's no have-tos. It's all an unfoldment of the best that you can be. Wow, this is powerful. And boy, I sure hope you have some comments to share with me on this. This is a big stretch for me, and happy to share this channeled infusion activation for you today, and to launch us into a whole new era of expressing a fuller version of ourselves. Whew. Wow, I'm it's just still coming, so hang in there. I didn't bring any tissues to this video, so I hope you'll bear with me here. Ooh. All right, Spirit, so how do we find a closure to this special time? Just bubbling into this energy that I'm transmitting. If you want to come back to this when you have more space or time, just you're welcome to feel it and plug into it. And I extend an invitation for you to send me a message if you need some other explanations or deeper understandings. Happy to be that for you. Congratulations on melting away your perceptions and limitations through eons of time. Please give this video a thumbs up and share it with people that you love. Let's send the ripple and be in that vibration. Come back to this and share. Share all that you are. Many blessings. Have a wonderful month of September, and I'll talk to you again with the next energetic update.